Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Nerds of the Round Table, where we give you all the most accurate Marvel news as fast as possible, whenever we can, so we can keep you updated. My name is King Tut. Today I got with me Snails Dirt,
Yo, 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 what's up? I am the nerd, and today we are here to talk about everything, Marvel.
and we also got Nate,
What's up? What's up? Hey, 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 hey.
and we got Jimmy.
What's up, guys? Jiminy Cricket here. Got my Marvel thoughts all condensing and multiplying just like Kingo's finger guns. He's, I'm ready to shoot it off.
And we got Hickarock.
Hickarock.
What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Hickarock, the one and only. We out here living it, getting it, here to give you all the news about the Eternals and how we, how we enjoyed it and whatnot. You guys can find me on my socials at Twitter, Hickarock, Instagram, Hickarock. But you know how we do it. Let's get it.
Let's get right into it. Go right ahead.
All right, we're talking about the Eternals movie. We're going to give our full review today, and we got a couple questions for you guys. So, first of all, I want to know, what was everybody's thoughts about the movie as a whole? What did y'all think?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was great movie. It was a great action movie. I didn't really have a lot of expectations for it, but like it just blew me out of the water, man. I was just the action, the story, wonderful.
True, I agree that I did not have that many expectations for the movie, and I was highly satisfied. Though there are a couple, hinges that are rusty on this door, but it's okay. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I definitely had like the media was unhyping it, saying like, oh, it's got the worst reviews of all the movies, and I thought like, oh, okay, what could this be about? Just like the gay kiss or whatever, like hearing those
Right.
rumors. But then you saw it and it's like amazing. You're like, why is it getting these bad reviews?
I thought it was pretty good. It was better than I thought it was gonna be completely. So that's always good. I thought the action was really solid. The action scenes were actually really good.
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
can't lie. Like,
Marvel has been getting so much better at their one-on action sequences since Captain Falcon Winter Soldier came out.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like
It was pretty fire.
I feel like back in the day in Marvel, like you would have like this formulaic approach to those action sequences, you know what I mean? Like where it was like you could tell we're like, okay, in the beginning we're getting one, second half we're maybe getting one in there, in the middle you always gotta have one, and then at the end there's a huge one. And it's just like now they're like deviating from that in like Shang-Chi and this, and like Black Widow also, where it's like they just like kind of sprinkling them in throughout.
So,
You know what I mean?
we're gonna start off with the climactic fight scene that could possibly be at the end of the movie.
I think it was a really smart case in case of the Eternals to do that fight scene at the beginning with all of them, because
I agree.
we have like 10 characters that we have to learn stuff about. They need to
Yeah.
show us like what they can do.
Super quick explanation for everybody's powers. I thought that was dope too.
Right.
In the opening
Yeah.
crawl, the first opening crawl for a movie, for Marvel, it was like, what?
Oh yeah.
Like, we
Super
need some
necessary too,
exposition.
because I feel like some people are just out of it.
Exactly.
Now, going from how dope all that the fighting scenes was, who was everybody's favorite character?
Gilgamesh 100%.
I'm right there with you.
That was some whack
I'm
shit
absolutely
though.
right
That was
there
some
with
whack. That was whack,
They
man.
did
It was whack.
Gilgamesh so bogus. I
Yeah.
think that was one of the negatives of the movie. Like they
Man.
didn't get enough of him, and then they did him bogus. Like it just wasn't. I hate how they did that, man.
you. So bogus.
Yeah, it's tragic. It's tragic.
We're talking overall, right?
Yep, overall.
Hey, I don't know. Kingo, that man. Once he got in the movie was like 10 times better. I can't count.
You're right. You're right.
He did when they started showing off that Bollywood style. I was like,
That shit was
okay,
funny.
okay.
Oh my gosh, he was so
It
smooth.
beautiful. And it was really nice seeing that the Bollywood scene. Like it was
Yeah.
just like it was a change of pace from like the rest of the movie real quick. Super colorful, caught your attention. He's just so hilarious as a character, and then he's got his little
Karun? Karun?
Dude, with him the whole time.
Bro.
Man, it
Yes,
was hilarious. It
He was
just
the
great
star of this
comic
movie.
relief. Yes, and you know, and people were saying the movie wasn't funny at all. And I'm like, nah, Camille killed that shit. Like it was just
Yeah.
hilarious.
He really
Yeah,
did.
he destroyed that.
Yeah. Okay, between him and Makari, because man.
Kari had the coolest power.
Kari was cold.
Everybody, she was to me. She was the strongest. Okay,
By far, I agree.
She was doing the Icarus. I was just like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
that was some One Punch Man.
She did not hold him. Mm-hmm.
Like, she
That was
could be an
ridiculous.
anime character. Like she was better than the Flash I've ever. That was the best speedster person I've ever seen in something to me personally. Just because how
And
fast
she
was.
came out and said that too.
Oh,
She
she was
said she
beating
believes that
Flash?
she's faster.
Flash?
Yeah, she said she believes that she's faster than the Flash.
Well, okay. The Flash has got some crazy speed though. He like going back in
Yeah,
time
you're
and shit.
Yeah, I don't know about all
In the
that.
dimension of speed, but you know, I could, you know, because she's like a sentient kind of celestial ass being, I could possibly see it, but I don't know. Flash is like, I don't even consider him like, you know, like a super. It's just like if you tap into it, you know. Now we're going to somewhere else. Let me stop.
We haven't crossed over into DC Marvel crossover yet, so save that for that.
Yeah, it's almost coming. It's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yo, I would have to say, like, bro, I really liked Thena. I don't know why. Like, bro, the
Okay, I
ability
forgot
to
to
just,
talk-
like,
Yeah.
make weapons out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
And then, like,
there you
change
go.
them on a whim. I was like, dang, yo. And then her mad
Okay.
weary.
In the movie, like she could have probably could have had her more and did more justice, but she was pretty cold.
Yeah,
All her
definitely.
parts, like, she was cold.
One thing, she was my second favorite behind Gilgamesh because obviously the Mad Weary, like when she got into that was crazy. That was amazing. One thing was a little of an issue for me is her limit on the weapons she created.
Yeah,
She was very repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, those two weapons was good enough.
They
for
were-
me.
yeah, they were.
I was
Yeah, she's like,
Right.
get the job done.
Right, and, like, those two-
like Yone from League of Legends. I was just like,
And it was dope seeing her master those two, but like you gotta think about it, she's been the longest living Eternal out of them. So for her to only be the master of those two or like three weapons is kind of just like, well, the fuck else you been doing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe after all
Kinda,
those
yeah.
years, she decided like these are the best weapons. You know, takes care
I
of
mean,
the
that's
job.
Tried 'em all.
the perfect combination. I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll get more creative in the future. I'm sure they're gonna use her like in cool ways. Yo,
Yeah,
Jiminy,
they can't. What's up?
who's your favorite? I don't think I heard.
Bro, I was kind of torn on this because there's the whole like powers and stuff, but then as a characters, I kind of like Fastos. As
Yeah.
like a character, he was like
Oh, man.
so inventive, and so like the thing I really liked about this whole movie too was like how like these are like demigods. Like these guys fucking they're way above everyone else, and so it's like they have to kind of come down to feel human. So like Fastos with the whole like atomic bomb scene where he had
Oh,
like helped
man.
them make that. I was like,
That
damn,
was
that's a really
rad.
cool way to tie it in, especially with the history
Yeah.
and stuff. And obviously he just makes some really cool shit. But it's like it's a little confusing how he does it though. He just kind of spins his hands and then all of a sudden it's you
Yeah.
know.
I think he's using. I think the idea is like he's just using like technology that's around and like reforming it to like make something.
Yeah, like telekinesis. But
Yeah,
with
like
his gadgets. or whatever.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really cool.
I
and then
really
Makari's
liked-
cool too.
I like how much he was humanized.
he was strong.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all from
No.
honestly.
I didn't expect him to fight.
He could have handled it himself. Honestly.
Yeah,
Icarus on his knees, just like the comics.
Man, that's
I was like,
crazy. I was like,
when he broke out of the chains, that image, that almost brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
You know how much they're paying attention to the comics.
Oh, so much detail.
So much detail.
Yo, what were your favorite parts of this movie?
Honestly,
okay, last fight.
The last big set, yeah, with the hand coming out of the earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
That whole
could've
scene,
been
yeah.
my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
honestly, Makari beating the shit out of Icarus.
That was dope
that,
as
that
fuck.
honestly could sell the movie for me. Like I would have.
That was amazing. I almost stood up the theater and just started clapping. I was just amazed. Yeah, it really
High
was.
key. Oh, the
I
camera
was
work.
scared.
The camera. Yo.
Shonen was like, I'm here to beat the ass. I can't even speak, but we gonna do it. All right, like.
I was scared that Icarus was gonna do some Omni-Man stuff and just grab her and kill her. It was so
definitely had
intense.
those vibes.
It was so
He
intense.
was
Definitely had those
close.
vibes.
He was close. I would have cried.
I really would have. I would have walked out the theater like I walked out with Gilgamesh. Man.
Man.
Yeah, the Gilgamesh. You know, I think that was one of the most negative things in the movie. I know we're talking about like what our favorite part was, but I feel like it makes me so much. I want to.
Yeah, they definitely.
They
brought
honestly
his
could have
character
killed
into Athena.
anybody else.
He didn't even need to be. I wouldn't have accepted the role if they were going to be like that. I was like, nah, ask for them.
Yo, but like that Amazon, I think the Amazon fight was like my favorite though. Even though he died during that
Oh,
fight,
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love, bro. When Icarus was getting his ass handed to him, like it just showed like this dude isn't all that. That shit was dope. Seeing how Druig was like controlling
Druig,
everybody, that
yeah,
was dope.
Druig
Druig
was
was
super
was
cool.
super dope.
Yeah.
I thought.
Like
Yeah.
when he started actually fighting, that man was cool.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
damn.
He has skills. Yeah. I was like, what? Where did this come from?
It sucked how a few of those people he was controlling got killed though.
Oh yeah, they got
Deviants, you know?
destroyed.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say my more favorite parts were honestly all of the times when they went back and did went back in time with it and showed just how influential these Eternals really are and how it really could tie in a lot of other aspects of the shows or of the other movies.
Yeah, that same thing to that about all the celestial information we got, like that knowledge dump of like, this is how the first firmament and like this is how our galaxies are made and stuff, and how the celestials are born and stuff. That was really cool because I'm sure we'll see that in the future.
Yo, what did you guys think about the deaths? And did you notice like the similarities between like Vision's death and their deaths? They've both like turned gray and like all that.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's a good point. I did not like anybody's death in this one actually.
I was very disappointed.
They're all just a little just like, oh, they could have done this or that, The only one that I had a little more was like Icarus, because at least he chose to like fly into the sun. But even then, it's like,
That
what, did
shit,
you have to
I
do
was
that?
cracking up with Icarus flew into the sun.
Exactly.
I almost teared up. That was funny.
I don't
Poetic, man.
I honestly don't think he's dead either. I think he just flew away.
Really?
And that's another thing too. I
Yeah.
can assume that he also might not be dead. but
'Cause you
also,
didn't
I was
see
like,
him
he
die.
could be-
You
could
didn't
be not
see
dead.
him
Like,
die.
Yeah, we've only seen the Eternals die by having their souls or whatever sucked out by the demons,
That's true.
and they're supposed to be considered immortal. Especially
Yeah, isn't the whole thing that like they could get re-imaged or whatever in like the forge and
Yeah,
like reborn?
exactly.
He's got all
So,
their
like,
memories,
that's
so
why-
he
See
can
them
just bring
again?
back whoever he wants. Yeah, he can just recreate whoever he wants with their memories all over again. So that's probably why he's
to
like,
me,
oh, that's all right.
Icarus flying into the sun is just a Superman moment where he's like, I'm gonna go find myself on the sun.
I think he's gonna come back with a nice tan.
He's gonna come back and they're gonna change the actor to Zac Efron. All right, I'm gonna ask Hikaru on this first. What did you think of the final fight?
Yes.
I thought the final fight was awesome. Practically all of them versus Icarus and the smart deviant. I'm gonna call it the smart deviant. I don't know. But
Oh, Crow.
Crow, yeah.
Chrome. But I thought, okay, it gave me a chance to see, their power levels and their scaling a
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
And what they can do, in a time of battle and a fight. And Phastos really surprised me. I thought it was his man. He came out, I was like, man, he could body a lot of people in the Marvel universe. Like he really was just like with his technology, it was just that quick and strong. It reminded me of Aphelios or something from League of Legends. Like it was wild. Like how he just held Icarus down and everything. Like I thought that was
amazing.
Makari, okay, she was in the movie a fair amount with all the flashbacks, but you don't really see her in the current in the present moment until that happened.
Exactly.
And she just like stole the show with the fight. It was just
Yeah.
impeccable. I think it was the first time I think I seen a Marvel fight on that intense of a level, because that's like because these are like the first like Dragon Ball Z level characters that you probably
Yeah, exactly.
and they handled that fight really well.
Oh, it was
To me,
amazing.
It reminded me of like Man of Steel. There wasn't a lot going on because they weren't fighting that many people and deviants. I had to say it was just like it was these central fight, and it's not like in an Avengers movie like when it's like the last battle where you gotta fight everything and like like
That shit
Endgame
was just constant.
or like Age of Ultron or the end of the first Avengers movie. Like they're all their fights is like it's a mass amount of people. That's why I like Civil War. Like probably like could be almost number one because it was the time where they weren't fighting a shemangle, a whole big old flobble of people and things. It was just them. And you have to kind of focus on that, and that's.
Yo, I also felt like Crow was useless, bro.
Dude, I didn't like him at all.
It was ridiculous. Like if you're gonna build this dude up the whole movie, keep him alive. Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like why did you just kill him like that? Like just
honestly,
defeat
leave
him
him
real
alive.
quick and let him go about his business so that we can see him again. So that it's like, oh, there's still this looming threat over here, this dude. I mean,
Or,
I don't know. That shit was
like
whack.
introduce him sooner and have him fuck more shit up. Because
Yeah.
honestly, like
Like let the deviants
Getting-
run rampant.
it was a nice introduction to like in the bridge and how everything was kind of unexpected and it was pretty fast, but it wasn't set in stone and obvious that there's one deviant trying to become Crow.
What it
It's
felt
just
like,
well, what the fuck?
it felt like to me like they had that ending scene before the beginning scenes. Like they had like, oh,
I
Crow is
agree.
gonna be this like badass, like almost gonna kill Thena, but then she's gonna kill him. But like they didn't realize that like we need to care about Crow as like a character or like a villain.
What did you guys think about the mid-credit scene? My bad. That was the one where Pip the Troll popped in,
Oh,
and then he hit and then did the whole intro for Eros, aka Star Fox, aka Thanos' brother, aka the cousin of Athena.
I was
Dude,
just
I
kind
love
of
that.
I was just kind of waiting for Harry Styles to show up because I heard Harry Styles was gonna be, and I was like, when's this dude coming in?
Yeah.
He was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I wish Patton Oswalt had
It
a
was
bigger
in the last
character.
few
though.
weeks they dropped that that he was gonna be in there.
He definitely plays off that vibe well. The ladies band, the suave, cool dude. But okay. My only problem with this scene is, why did Pip the Troll look like a marshmallow, yo? Like the CGI on Pip was a little off to me. It was just like a little low grade for Marvel. I felt like.
Yeah, I agree. It was a little low grade. Like I was expecting, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be something more like real person-ish, but I guess I should expect it was gonna be full on CGI.
Yeah.
But like Rocket Raccoon looked better than that man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened?
Groot looked more real than that man.
They
was
they
gonna
put all the
say-
budget into the action sequences and forgot. Oh man, we want to introduce Pip.
I was gonna say he kind of reminded me of a scroll animation.
Yeah.
Not
You know what?
like completely refurbished, but like you gotta remember he's also a troll, so you gotta make him look a little bit rough.
Yeah. I think the problem with that is probably because to computer animate so much like personality into like a weird looking thing, it just doesn't translate that well,
I feel you.
Sure.
And he's only in that scene, so it's like they're not gonna put
They
up
didn't.
money into
Yeah, they didn't.
Right, exactly.
They're gonna make him look better in the future for sure.
Like the first time we saw Thanos,
Yeah.
Represent different.
He looks
yeah.
robotic. Which now he is a robot, right? No, just kidding.
people thought that man was Super Scroll.
For real. Like, oh, is that Super Scroll? No, that's Thanos. What? Who? What did you guys think about that post-credit scene? You know what I'm saying? Dane Whitman, aka
That was
the
dope.
Black Knight.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped.
I'm
for
super
Black
excited
Knight.
for
Oh
that.
man,
Super.
that's gonna be sick.
That ain't gonna be dope. Some
I think it's
sword
gonna be a
play,
darker-
some more Marvel sword play. Let's go.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be darker than
even
most
more
movies.
dope than that is that Blade has prior knowledge and is about to be coaching him on his Blade.
Oh.
Crazy.
He's
Man,
about to
that'd
be
be cool.
dope. He's
so
gonna
excited
have
for
the
all that.
sword skills of a.
That was like out of everything I had anticipated, even a little bit from the movie. Out of every Marvel movie that has come out to date, that is the biggest unexpected thing to happen in a movie.
Yeah.
Was to have Mahershala Ali's voice at the end of that movie.
Yo, and does this mean that the Midnight Suns are coming or what?
Wait, that was Blade's voice?
That was
Yeah,
Mahershala
that was
Ali Blade.
Mahershala Ali Blade.
You're right, though. You're right. Wow. I was too drunk, honestly. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's about to be crazy.
Yo. And let's wrap this up. One more question for you guys. What would you rate this movie 1 through 10?
Everyone has to go and give a reason why for each one too.
Yeah, reason why
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay, so I'll give it an 8 because the action sequence has become a trademark into Marvel, and they're getting so much better at it, and they did very well at it in this movie. And their story writing has increased to the level of where it keeps you intertwined into more than what you're just seeing, and you think about much more. But they have a few more things that they need to I would say display for us. Stop holding back on. But yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like 8 out of 10 is fair. Mostly because like at parts it did get a little slow, but like also there was a lot of lore in there, you know? And if you're not a true fan of like the Eternals, like it could go over your head, and I could see why that could be really confusing. But like honestly, like I thought the pacing was amazing. Like going throughout the movie back and forth, you know, between the time periods was super cool. Also, like having those multiple action sequences, also when you were going back and forth in time, like, and all like the conflicts of each Eternal too. It's just like a lot of depth, like was in there. So like, but like yeah, also yeah, like how Trey was saying, the action sequences just are getting just top notch, like super believable. Just put you in it. You're immersed in the experience, and just it's amazing.
I'd say a 7. Yeah, mostly I give it, one less point than, I was thinking 8 too, but then, I was reminded of Gilgamesh a little bit. And I honestly walked out when that happened. I was I'm still salty, But I really like the diversity of the cast. And like just overall, like I just thought it was an interesting cast of people. Like I didn't think they were all gonna be in a movie together. And it was the action scenes also were top notch, and I was just on the edge of my seat a lot.
My take on it, I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was long. It was 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel like it, which was good. It felt like it was 2 hours, but I feel like it did not need to be 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things are just dragging on. In the beginning, it was a little slow, but it was nice. The beginning wasn't bad. Biggest problem, Gilgamesh. Like, didn't need to kill him. Like, didn't even need the character. Why even have him in the movie? It was honestly such a terrible negative takeaway for me. I was just like, why they just kill him? I didn't even need to see none of them die. Like, okay, Ajax, how they set up her death and shit was kind of just like, okay, I thought that was a little whack too, but
it was tolerable.
if any of them died,
Yeah.
it should have been in the last fight. To be honest,
Facts.
should have been in the last fight. It should have been a rift between them all, and they had to be like, it's either fight or death or something like that, or just like fighting Icarus and Chrome or something. But I thought it was whack. And Sprite, whack character. They threw away her character, and it sucked because I thought she was gonna be cool. But the last fight, honestly, carried the movie for me. I was like, woo! God, the last fight was just so amazing. I can't count.
So
One of
good.
the best fight scenes in the world, man. Makari, her character was great throughout the whole movie too. I agree. The representation in the movie was really great. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I didn't really forego and see when I was watching this movie, and like well, when I was thinking of the movie before going into the movie, but like watching the movie, it was very well. Cause like when they get into the Bollywood scene, like it was very Bollywood looking. I thought that was really cool.
Amazing.
It was beautiful, well done. Kingo's character was hilarious. Like, man, Kingo was such a great character. Like once he comes in the movie, I feel like the movie was getting a little better paced for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, solid 7 out of 10. It was good.
Bro, okay, so man, I really, really like this film. So I think I'm gonna give it probably between an 8 and 8.5. I know that's cheating. I can't really do that, but it was so good.
Ain't no cheating.
I think
when it comes to Marvel.
Because it had everything that I wanted it to have from what it was supposed to be. So like Eternals as like a movie, like, oh my god, it's big for like average or casual fans. Like that's a huge thing to expect from them, or like, you know, to put on them all at once. And I think they did it in just like a perfect way. I mean, there was a couple things like some of those deaths and stuff that were not perfect, and like the choice of some characters. But like as far as like cinematically, I think it was just chef's kiss. And I think a lot of that stuff comes from the director Chloe Zhao. She's just like super duper good, obviously. Yeah, it was more like modern almost.
Agreed.
Like they had like the gay couple in it, and like not that should like make the movie or whatever, but like
the cinematography was so different from any Marvel movie.
Exactly, and it was like on a scale that we haven't seen before, so it was amazing to like see. I love how they did the Celestials as like, you know, 3 times as big as Earth sort of size.
Yeah.
And like seeing that too, it was amazing. And so yeah, 8.25.
Well, there you have it, folks. We are Nerds of the Round Table. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You want to be alerted for when we upload more videos. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.